She's too confident in what she.
Because you can learn from your mistakes, or you can learn from a no, or you can learn from being wrong. Because somebody steers you right. You know what? That actually makes sense.
Well, guess what?
That really makes sense. And then the wheels start turning, and then you change your mind. Your mind changes to be on the same track. Hey, welcome back to Black Press. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Now let's get to it.
Okay, so how much do you have to discuss the same thing before it gets resolved? If you can't resolve it between each other, oftentimes you have to seek therapy. You have to, because of course somebody
women don't care nothing about therapy,
but listen,
unless therapy is telling her that she's right and the man is wrong. No, she don't care.
No, because when you go to therapy and you're voicing your concerns and stuff, they're gonna listen to both sides, and they're gonna let you know the educated or correct response. Yeah. Be it you could be wrong, the other person could be wrong, but they're gonna let you know, and they're gonna provide you with reasons why. Yeah. Then a lot of times with women, it has to be broken down to them so that they understand, all right, this is the reason why it's wrong. It's wrong because of this, this, and this. Unless we have that tangible evidence to understand, like, okay, this is why it's not wrong. It's not right on your side. Unless we have that, a lot of women don't understand, and they go with what they know. Basically,
that's the problem. That's the problem.
But that is the problem.
The problem is, unless I as a man give you 100% facts that you can never actually refute, which is next to impossible. Unless I give you 100% facts and I finally get you to understand and actually concede to the facts being correct, you can always say, I'm not going to talk about it, or I'm right. Therefore, if you keep wanting to talk about it, you can leave, and I'm going to get this child support from you, and you go about your way, and I go about taking care of my business, and I still win, because in my head, I won, I was right, you were wrong, because you didn't give me 100% fact where I could not deny it. And guess what? Even if you do give facts, she can still say, I still don't believe it. We can agree to disagree. Get out of here, man.
The man can say that as well.
Exactly, but guess who gets the majority of
course, majority. Yeah, majority is side with the woman.
With the woman.
Yeah.
So she automatically wins. She gets to win twice. She gets to win by choosing in her head, I'm right. I don't care what he says, unless Gabriel, the angel of Gabriel, comes down to me like he did with Mary and tells me I'm wrong, I'm right. So until that point happens, I'm right. And if he don't want to deal with it, he can leave and we can get these divorce papers going. And then guess what? I'm still going to win because I'm going to get your money. So.
But that's why I say it requires for both parties to be a little bit softer, because if this person is bringing it to you and they're like, this is wrong, you're gonna soften yourself and open up your ears to hear.
No, you're not. It does not require the woman to be soft, because if she chooses not to be soft, she still wins. Why would she be soft if she knows she can win either way?
We can't always be on the offense.
I know, but we are.
Either.
We are.
You can't be defensive. That's what causes issues.
But that's the point. The point is, we are at over 75% of women filing for divorces. Black women filing for divorces. Because she, at a majority, more likely than not, files for divorce. And if it's not DV, it's because she don't want to deal with it no more. She's tired of arguing with him. So she's not being soft.
But in all honesty, how much arguing can a person go through before they throw their hands in?
Exactly. So guess what? If you never soften, all we do is argue, that means you're choosing to leave. And the real reason you're choosing to leave, the real reason you're choosing to leave is because you stood your ground on the points that you believed, and it don't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Cause you say somebody has to soften, but it's never the woman. Not nowadays. It's not. She does not soften. She chooses her stone to stand on, and she stands on it strong. I'm not gonna talk about it no more. You know what? This ain't working. We need to file these papers. Irreconcilable differences. Boom. Flat. Guess what? You better have that child support in my account on the 1st of every month. I show you. You want to argue with me? Tell me I'm wrong? You want to tell me I'm wrong? Over and over again? We got to keep having this argument? Bet. Sign this paperwork. Better have that money in my account every 1st of the month.
I don't know. Let me see. In certain situations, that happens. It doesn't happen all the time. But if you're in a situation...
But most of the time it does. 75%.
But if you're in a relationship and y'all constantly arguing, you have to...
Why are we constantly arguing?
But there has to be some sort of outside source to help get y'all back on the same track.
It doesn't matter if the woman chooses not to follow the outside source. You can do how many... I don't know the numbers, but I can almost guarantee that most marriages that go through counseling still end up in divorce.
Not from a good counselor.
I ain't finna argue that because that's the same thing on what we just talking about right now. You can always throw something in there. You can always throw something in there.
It's a monkey wrench.
Yes. No, not a monkey wrench. No. You're throwing a whole nother cog in there to try to make it work for you. You're trying to throw a cog in there to work, make that machine work for you. That don't make it actually work. I ain't fucking up. Okay. Bottom line, she said, white collar, blue collar.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter. It would be nice because as we talk, even when we talk, if I keep telling you the same stuff, you still say, why we keep going up? Because I'm trying to get you keep one like
make
we talked about before.
Sense.
A, B, and C.
That's what they be saying. That's
A,
what,
B,
that's
and
what
C.
They be. Make it make sense.
Right.
That's what
exactly. But here's the problem with make it make sense. Mm-hmm. You don't want it to make sense because it doesn't agree with what you already decided it is.
No, in all honesty, if somebody brings something to me and it actually makes sense, I'm gonna say, okay, you know what? I was wrong. That's the issue right there.
Don't believe
most people.
That's cap.
Most people,
because you know why?
Most people don't know how to admit when they're wrong.
Let me tell you what that's cap.
Go ahead.
Because at the end of the day, the woman can say it's not the best way to do it, but that's how I came up. She can always revert to that's how I've always done it.
Mm-mm.
Yes. If I can say that's how I've always done it, that's what I'm used to. Now it means he has to understand that that's the way she is because of who she is. So it gives her a reason to stay who she is because he has to understand it. And if you don't understand, that's how I am because of how I grew up, then there's something wrong with you.
No,
not something wrong with me.
No.
It's something wrong with you.
A woman that is fully confident and she's good in who she is okay with being wrong. Okay, you know what? I was right.
That's not true.
You can admit, you know what? You was right.
You know why?
That conversation you mentioned, you know what? You was right.
If she's fully
and I agree with you.
If she's fully confident.
Right. Yeah.
She's fully confident in herself. If she's fully confident in herself, why would she ever admit being wrong? Because if she's confident in herself. She has all confidence in her, not in his sayings, the thing that he wants, the things that he thinks could be the best answer. She's too confident in what she
because you can learn from your mistakes, or you can learn from a no, or you can learn from being wrong because somebody steers you right. You know what? That actually makes sense.
Well, guess what?
That really makes sense. And then the wheels start turning, and then you change your mind changes to be on the same track.
But over 75% of the time, it's not happening.
Because nowadays people give up.
Who? Don't say people.
We
just discussed who has the highest divorce Who's filing for divorce the most?
Okay.
So don't say people.
They file for divorce, but
people
men,
is when you don't know the actual numbers.
No. The reason the men walk away without filing for divorce. They a lot of times when they walk away, they have side chicks and stuff that they deal with.
Now you're not being true. Now you're adding that to try to make your argument.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.